Bobby Connor to table 5. John Rowski to table 9. You're on your 15-minute grace.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back here live at Strokers in Palm Harbor with coverage of the U.S. Amateur Championship. We've got Stewart, Warnock, Danny Rochester here at the table, on the streaming table this afternoon for you. Stewart in the black, Danny in the red. They're going to be racing to 7. I'm Jason Bowman. I'm joined by my good friend, the man with the plan, Alvin Nelson here.
Howdy. Great to be with you again, Jason.
Alvin's been working nearly round the clock to bring you folks
Oh,
coverage from this event, so be nice to him, please. It's Be Nice to
Tough
Alvin
one.
Day.
Yeah, this is a tough
as well
event.
as Veterans Day, Alvin.
Hey,
so be
Veterans
nice
Day.
to
I'm
your
standing.
veterans and
I stand.
thank them for their service. Stewart from
He's from
Hudson, New York.
Oh, yeah.
Danny says he's from Gaffney. I'm assuming that's Gaffney,
South Carolina.
Sounds good enough.
Yeah, it sounds good. One of them Carolinas.
Again, they're going to race
break.
to 7. They have opted to start in the 8-ball set, so they'll play 5 games of 8-ball and then up to 8 games of 9-ball, depending on how this match progresses.
He's going to play the side rail break. Good break. See if he can, how he hits him.
Of course, we're familiar with Stewart. He's been a top finisher in the past. Finished 4th. Not sure what year. And Danny, I'm not sure that we've seen him before.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
don't
sure that we've seen him
recognize
in the
him.
U.S. Amateur
I don't recognize
circuit before, so we'll
Definitely
get a look at
Stewart.
him today. This is the 12 o'clock round, 1:30 round. Time flies when we're having fun, Al.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Day is scooting by.
Yep, it's just going to get better and better pool, too. The winners will start, the winner's side bracket guys will start be filtering in.
Yeah, a lot of guys still on the undefeated side. I know
They're at the pool.
Brian Parks, Mr. Strive for 5.
Yep.
Defending
Strive for
champion
5.
still in it, I believe.
All of
Henry
them.
Broad still undefeated. I think Kenny Brisbane still undefeated.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
David Rowell still undefeated. So there's a handful of perennial contenders that have still yet to lose a match. Ernesto Bayawa's fighting his way through the one-loss
he
bracket.
is. Those kind of guys.
Saw him this morning.
I'll tell you, those guys sometimes win the tournament because they're so. And we were talking about that the other day. The guy got iced in his chair from in the finals, and Melinda was all warmed up, and
Amy, she sat for a while.
Right.
So always a challenge. Of course, this is the second day of Open Division coverage of the U.S. Amateur Championship. Will continue through tomorrow evening. Final round. So stick with us, folks. See who ultimately walks away here as the next U.S. Amateur Champion.
Get our normal slow start to the match.
Everybody's been opting to start in the 8-ball set.
Yeah.
They want to play 8-ball first.
Want to get it done with so they can play 9-ball and open up and I think they can strategically beat the other player too, or at least gauge the other player's game, how they're playing by watching their 8-ball set. Might be another reason why they do that.
I didn't see who ended up winning that last match. Was that Seth that took that
Yes,
last match?
Seth
okay.
won.
He's been making some
Against
noise here
John
in this
Vitale.
year's event. Again, if you're just joining us, this is coverage of the U.S. Amateur Championship presented by the American Poolplayers Association. Had a lot of folks asking, how do I enter this event? How do I get involved in this event? First thing you need to do is go to usamateurchampionship.com.
That's right.
You can register right there on the website for next year's event. You're going to play in a preliminary round, and if you do well enough in that preliminary round, we're going to bring you here to Tampa. We're going to put you up at the Doubletree Suites right there at Rocky Point overlooking the Tampa Bay.
Can't ask for any better than that, man. It's been awesome.
Always one of our favorite events of the year.
Sure.
Beautiful weather that we've been having down here.
Yeah, and there's not 10,000 pool players here. There's only a couple hundred.
Yeah, 128 in the open division.
Yep.
39, I believe, we had in the ladies division.
Yep, and all their family and friends that show up.
Ladies division wrapped up on Thursday evening with Melinda Hong, Los Angeles, the champion there. And if you're looking for tournament results, some folks asking if certain players are still in the event, you can go to compusport.ca. I'll go ahead and pin that post to the top of the comments here. You can follow along with your favorite player. You can download the app and get notifications about your favorite player. So you can kind of track how everybody's been doing in this year's event. Of course, we mentioned some of the players, the top players that are still undefeated. Should be seeing some of them later on today. I know we've had some folks asking about when does Brian play and when does Kenny play, some of the favorites here.
Yeah, compusport.ca. Tournament brackets.
Randy's asking about smoking. We do not allow smoking during the tournament. Strokers is a smoking facility, as are most pool rooms in Florida based on local laws, state laws. But when we come in for the U.S. Amateur Championship, they agree not to suspend smoking for the 5 days of the tournament, which we greatly appreciate.
Yes. Now, Danny here started playing on the APA leagues. And he also, his honors are, he's a Great Southern Billiard Tour stop winner. Those are always tough tournaments to win. Q City Tour stop winner and a Viking Tour stop winner. I know I've seen this guy
He's
before.
got some qualifications. We just haven't seen him here at the U.S. Amateur Championship before. So
yeah, I've seen him before at different tournaments for sure.
sometimes these guys come in and steamroll everybody because they're not.
I know I've seen him at, yeah.
Again,
Myrtle
this is
Beach.
Danny Rochester at the table in the red shirt.
Ooh. Well, Stewart's going to get a chance to finish his rack here. Fortunately for Stewart, he has a very makeable position shot on this next ball. But the 8-ball is definitely not, only goes in just 2 pockets, just a few pockets. So he has to land perfect on it.
Again, if you're looking for qualifiers, a list of qualifiers, or anybody that's participating in this year's event, go ahead and click on that CompuSport link that we have pinned at the top of the comments, Facebook Live feed. It'll give you an idea for everybody that's participating. There are 128 players in this round, or in this particular division of the U.S. Amateur Championship. About 300 people joining us, including Mrs. Bowman, my wife, who just tuned in.
All right, welcome.
I always got to give a shout out to her when she
Mr. Bowman's
stops
doing a
in
great
from
job.
chasing the kids around the house.
Yeah. Mr. Bowman's taking care of business, just so you know.
Some folks asking about skill levels. Again, this is an unhandicapped event, non-handicapped. These players play a race to 7, so no skill levels utilized. You're seeing Danny Rochester here preparing the rack.
1-0 in favor of Stewart Warnock, and we're racing to 7.
Stewart with a strong break there. Although the 8 drop.
He must have broke
Didn't
the
see
8.
there,
He
but-
must have broke off the side rail and made the 8.
All right.
I didn't even see it, but I'm guessing that's
So
what he
very
did.
quickly, Stewart Warnock is now up 2-0 after making the 8 on the break there.
That's the benefit of doing that break.
Kind of a
He's
highlight
breaking
reel
in the
shot
center.
that was anticlimactic. I don't know that we.
Yeah, I don't know what he did exactly.
Again, it's a
but
little bit difficult for us to, with the coloration of the balls on the monitor, to tell
Look at this.
purple
He's
from black and blue, but
breaking from the break box. So
worked last time. We'll see if it works again.
He must have had a fluke there.
See if he's got
I
something
don't think
figured
he
out
was-
here.
He couldn't have been trying to make the 8 off of this break. We'll see. Yeah, he is. He's going at that side pocket.
So another strong break for Stewart.
Man, he's got a good break there. I've never seen one work from the center of the table like that. Very, very unique and creative, just like Stewart himself. Very unique guy.
Can't say I know much about
Very
Stewart.
polite
but
guy, too.
been
Very
playing
polite.
for 15 years.
Really nice guy.
It says here Stewart's from Scotland. Is that right?
I guess
Moved
so.
From Scotland to the United States. Wow.
I guess so.
He's influenced in his life by his mom and dad. That's always nice. Again, Stewart leading 2-0 in a race to 7. This is the 3rd game that these two will play of 8-ball, and then they'll move over to the 9-ball set. Bring Danny back to the table here, kind of surveying the scene. I don't know that we've seen either one of these guys on the stream yet, have we? First time for both,
No.
at least
First
this
time
event.
this event. Yeah, Stewart was on last
See
year.
how they react to that. Of course, we had one of the players from the last match stop by to. He didn't do so well on the stream in the last match and said that the nerves kind of got to him knowing he was on there. So again, we've talked about it, but never
definitely.
know how those cameras are going to affect things when people
Sure.
are tuning in, watching.
Yeah, they make the pockets tighter, that's for sure. The cameras do. I'm not sure which he's shooting at here, so look away for 1 second, man. You know, you got to be staring at the screen the whole time.
Stewart, better known as the Lion, huh? That's what one of the commenter said.
Okay, so he's solids, and Stewart's really has a really difficult shot on this 9-ball.
Stewart pockets the 9 in the corner there.
Well, the pockets, the 11 ball now only has one pocket to go in. And that would be the right-hand side pocket. So he's going to have to really take a flyer on this strike ball. I don't like the way this looks.
Carl Gay, table 14.
I would just simply knock the 11 up in front of the 6 and try to get it to block the pocket. I wouldn't even shoot a ball here. Okay, he's going to cut this ball, this stripe. He can do that. No, he's trying to do too much with the cue ball there.
So Danny Rochester takes the third game of the 8-ball set there. Again, this is a race to 7. Stewart will prepare the rack. Danny will prepare to break. Again, these players will play 5 games of 8-ball before turning to the 9-ball set, where they may play up to 8 games, depending on how the match progresses. Again, you're watching live coverage of the U.S. Amateur Championship, Day 2 of the Open Division here at Strokers in Palm Harbor, Florida. Appreciate you joining us. Again, you're seeing Stewart Warnock, Stewart in the black, currently racking. Danny Rochester in the red, updating his scorecard and preparing to break. Danny is from Gaffney, South Carolina. Both these players undefeated in this year's tournament thus far. Looks like the players have yet to update their scorecards there. The score is actually 2-1 in favor of Stewart. Stewart in the black, currently seated.
William Chappell, Jimmy Coleman, table 7.
So Stewart Warnock takes the 4th game of the 8-ball set, and by doing so takes a 3-1 lead over Danny Rochester in this race to 7. Danny will prepare the rack. Stewart will update his score, and see if we can get Steve to sneak in there and update Danny's score. Stewart does it for him. So again, Stewart leading 3 games to 1. This will be the final game of 8-ball coming up here. I saw some of the comments, some of the questions. They are playing on 9-foot tables. Jump shots and jump cues are allowed in this particular event, as are push-outs, similar to the APA Masters Championship rules. Some folks asking about the differences in the rules from normal APA league play. Of course, the U.S. Amateur Championship is open to both members and non-members alike. If you're interested in participating in next year's U.S. Amateur Championship, you can go to our website, usamateurchampionship.com. Get registered for a preliminary round. Do well enough in the preliminary round, you will advance here to the championship rounds, which are being played here at Strokers in Palm Harbor, Florida, on a beautiful 78-degree and sunny day outside. Both Stewart and Danny here yet to suffer their first defeat in this year's event, both on the winner's side still. Again, playing the final game of the 8-ball set. Stewart with a nice run there in the 5th and final game of the 8-ball set. That'll put him up by a score of 4-1. Again, these two players racing to 7.
Raymond Prescott Buckwald, table 11.
Stewart Warnock in black currently leading 4 games to 1 over Danny Rochester.
Bobby Connor to table 5. John Rowski to table 9. You're on your 15-minute grace.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back here live at Strokers in Palm Harbor with coverage of the U.S. Amateur Championship.
Bobby Connor to table 5. John Rowski to table 9. You're on your 15-minute grace.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back here live at Strokers in Palm Harbor with coverage of the U.S. Amateur Championship. We've got Stewart, Warnock, Danny Rochester of this year's U.S. Amateur Championship.
Bobby Connor to table 5. John Roski to table 9. Draw your 15-minute grace.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back here live at Danny Rochester will take the second game of the 9-ball set. Inch slightly closer to Stewart Warnock, who now leads just 5-2. Danny will have the break here. Where's Danny in the red shirt, Stewart in the black. Both of these players still undefeated in this year's U.S. Amateur Championship. That will change here in the next half hour or so. One of these players will continue on in the in the undefeated side. One will move to the one-loss bracket. Of course, this is a double elimination tournament up until the finals, when the race is extended and it becomes single elimination. Danny Rochester with the break. And he pockets the 9 on the break. Picks up a quick win there. That'll make the score 5-3. So we've now seen Stewart with an 8 on the break, and we've seen Danny with a 9 on the break. So a little give and take there. Score now 5-3. Once again, Stewart will rack. And Danny will have the break. Danny does it again, folks. His second 9 on the break in a row, and he is right back in this match. Now trails by just 1 game. That is the second consecutive 9-ball to go in that lower pocket there. So, again, Danny just trails by 1 game here. Score is 5-4. He's going to go ahead and get that updated. Stewart will once again rack. Danny will have the break, and we'll see if he can make it 3 in a row here. Wow. That is 3 9 on the breaks in a row, folks. 3 in a row. The score is now tied at 5-all. We've got quite a match here. Again, this is a race to 7. Stewart once again prepares the rack. Danny prepares for the break, and we'll see if he can make it 4 in a row.
All right, we're doing good here. Looks like we're have a close match.
Just narrowly missed doing it for the 4th time there, Alvin.
What's been happening? I had to go
3
rest a
9 on
little
the
bit.
breaks in a row.
Wow.
Almost drove it in that same pocket again, but just
Man.
shy that time. So, but we're tied at 5.
Wonderful.
Danny has not updated his score accordingly.
Table 13.
Thanks, Jason. Thank you. Okay, so he's got a very makeable 2-ball here. The only problem is going to be this 8. The 8-ball on the other side, I believe that's the 8. He's stretching too. I don't like this. But I look for him to hit this 8-ball. He might get caught up here. We'll see. Oh, he hit the 9. Oh, he was going. He threw that extra English on there to try to get the 9. Okay, good. It stopped his ball. Perfect. Perfect. See, all the winning side players are showing up for their 3 o'clock match. We're going to have some great pool for the rest of the day and evening here at the U.S. Amateur Championship. This is the best day, really.
Who are we looking at the 3 o'clock round, you know?
We're going to play
told us yet?
Raymond Linares and Ryan Hollingsworth,
All right.
otherwise known as Hollywood. With he's got a Houston Astros star carved in his head this year with his mohawk. So we'll see how that looks. Since his friend is the outfielder on the Astros and flew him out to the game and everything. Cam something, I don't know, but one of their outfielders is a good buddy of his. I'm sure somebody out in the chat probably knows who that is, but yeah, Houston won the World Series, I guess. So, okay, here he's going to go with this 9-ball again. I bet you. No, this is just a pretty easy run out. That's where he wants to be on the 6. He's pointing right where he wants the cue ball to be. This cloth's moving so slick. Yeah, this side. Just a little draw down for the 6-ball, and he'll probably play the 8-9 combo. I'm sure he will, actually. Well, this has turned out to be an exciting match. I'm sorry I missed some of it. I try to be everywhere all at the same time, but I can't always do that. Ooh, 8-9 with the cut. It's okay. The 9's like just laying in the hole, so it's nothing he has to do here but just get the 8 to the 9. Easy peasy. And we'll take this to the hill. If he can make this ball, I'm sure he will. Bing. No scratching.
Danny Rochester now on the hill, leading 6-5 behind 3 9 on the breaks in a row, and nearly had one there again. But
man, helps to practice that 9-ball break. Obviously, watch where he's breaking
this
from.
match
folks.
has really turned.
Yes, it has.
Stewart came out of that 8-ball set leading 4-1. Took the first game of the 9-ball set, and then 3 9 on the breaks. Changed the direction of this match. We'll see what happens here.
On the snap. On the snap. Now, I'm not rooting for either one of these players. Whoever's playing, that's who I'm rooting for. Come on now, on the snap. Take it from this angle. Nope, he's doing too much here. Just play it like you normally do.
Boy, he's got that 9 going there
Sure
every
does,
time. Just
every
didn't have
time.
quite enough juice on it to get it to the pocket.
Well, he can cleanly make this 1 ball for sure.
Well, Alvin, what do you think? Stewart
gonna-
going to get back to the table here?
He's really got to come with a shot on this 1 ball. I mean, that's why he's taking so long, because this is not an easy shot if you look at it. He's just got the slightest angle on the 1, which makes it difficult for some reason. Yeah, it's just, it's almost straight in, so he should be okay. This can mess with your eyes a little bit. See that? Was he shooting at the 9? He was shooting at the 9.
That's what I was pointing at. He was
Yeah,
trying the combination
I see. I
there.
wasn't even looking at that. I would never have shot the 9 ball on that. That's like just giving away a rack. I didn't even. Yeah, that's crazy. Never ever do that, folks. He didn't want to shoot the 1. That's why. He didn't want to shoot the 1 because it's real easy to miss the 1. He wanted the angle. That's what he was going at. That's what this game's all about. It's all about the angles, folks. Straight in is not an angle. Okay, that was a really nice shot by Stewart. I look for Danny here to send the cue ball to the bottom rail, hit the 1 full in the face, and try to roll it behind the 3. Don't know what else he can do here unless I'm seeing the wrong safety. That's all he can do. The speed is everything here. He just really needs to just really softly hit this 1 off in order to not move the 3 too much. That's the secret. He doesn't want to, or maybe he will boot it and just try to get lucky. We'll see what he does with the speed. Yeah, he didn't hit it right.
Well, we've got a second. We should mention that you can enter next year's
Yes.
U.S. Amateur Championship. You can actually go online today to usamateurchampionship.com to register for the preliminary rounds, and if you do well enough in the preliminary round, you'll advance here to the championship round. So that
Wunderbar.
is now open and available for players to. Of course, I've had a few players commenting that they are better than the guys that are on screen. So,
Well, of course they are.
if that's the case, we'd encourage you to head over
Yes.
to usamateurchampionship.com, sign up, and prove it.
And
Prove it.
It really isn't too bad of a place to try to prove it. Palm Harbor, Florida. It's every bit of 81 degrees out with the perfect breeze.
Yeah, and if you can't prove it, then you can prove it over at the beach with the
Volleyball.
Pina colada with 80
Pina.
degrees and sunshine.
There you go. Nice, perfect safety. Look at this, Jason. This is exactly what you want to see. Stewart put this one cue ball down here, and he put the object ball in the center of the rails. It's the ideal situation. Defensive shot. What's going on,
Raymond,
Ray?
what's up, buddy?
You ready to be on that TV table? Oh, yeah. You're live, brother.
Raymond Linares dropping by to say hello.
To what? No, I need it, though. Add
Course,
whatever
Raymond
you
will
want,
be
man.
on the live stream here next.
Yep. Be a real good match.
You looking forward to that one?
Yeah.
Seem excited.
Yeah, I'm the rest of the matches, the whole rest of the tournament, I'm excited about every match. For sure. It's going to be the strongest
Just gets
pool.
tougher.
Strongest
Just gets
pool of the
tougher.
year. Strongest pool of the year you're going to see.
All right, Stewart Warnock at the table now.
Stewart wants to claw back. He can't make any more mistakes. Good shot. This is the one-loss side, correct?
No, these guys are
These
undefeated.
Okay, these are undefeated. Yeah, now I remember you saying that at the beginning.
Gone ahead and pinned the registration up for folks in the comments. A few of the people asking cost of preliminaries and that kind of thing. Go ahead and click that link and you can get all the information you need there as far as registering for next year.
And that voice you're listening to is Jason Bowman, one of the masterminds. What's your official title, Jason?
I'm the National Marketing Director for APA.
Nice. My hair's all messed up.
But I am one of just many talented people that
Yes,
make up the APA.
of course. Is my hair messed up in that picture, Steve? Was my hair all messed up in that picture? I love your hair, buddy.
All right.
Okay, Stewart. Oh, man, he almost bumped that 9 in the way. He's okay, though. He needs to worry about getting on the 50-yard line with this on the 9 ball. Nice. He's a good player.
Stewart fixing to make this a hill battle, isn't he?
Yep, it would have easily been able to hit that 9 to the rail and had to bank.
Stewart pockets the 9 on the side. We're deadlocked at 6.
Hill, my friend.
And we're going all the way to the final game.
Yes, and if you're just joining us for this Hill, if you just were lucky enough to tune in at this particular time, you're watching a great match here. Danny Rochester is racking here. Stewart Warnock breaking on the hill. We'll see if he can control his emotions and his adrenaline and his mind and every other thing, his nerves and all that, and have a perfect break shot, pocket a ball, and have a shot on the 1 and run out. That's exactly what he's aiming up for right now here at the U.S. Amateur Championship, brought to you by APA Pool Leagues. They're the ones making this happen. Here he goes. Yep. Yep.
Eek.
Exactly what I was talking about, man. It's so hard to control everything. Get that adrenaline going. The difference now is the AAA rated players, the people that are not allowed to play in this event, they don't miss that shot. They make that ball on that final rack. So it's a very, very big step up. But these guys are pretty close, I'll tell you, watching how great these guys are playing. And to be fair, the felt was just changed like 48 hours ago, so the balls are sliding still all over the place. Push to some kind of safety shot, I guess. We'll see if Stewart wants to do it. There's plenty of safeties there. I would take this if I were Stewart. Yep, he's going to take it. I think he's just basically going to want us to change positions on the shot. Trade places with the 1 ball, with the cue ball. Because it's hard to get landed behind this 4 ball. It's a very small 4 ball. And if he went the other way, it's hard to land behind the 3 ball. He may want to give this back, really. No, he's going to go ahead and take it. Yep, see, he doesn't even know if he wants to shoot this shot. He's giving it back to him. Shaking his head, no. He's shooting. Good enough. Good enough. I don't like how he set up on this ball. Yep. He's just going to try to kick the 1 out of there somewhere and hope to get the cue ball hid. Or he might go take the cue ball off the 1. Let's see. Okay, so he did the best he could there. That was a pretty good shot, actually. Yeah, I don't know about Danny making this ball. He can. It's only just a few. It's pretty close to the pocket, I think. Oh, I don't know. It's a pretty steep angle there. Looking at it from this view. Of course, it's makeable, but it's a very low percentage as long as he can see the line. No, he can't hit this ball right. He cannot hit this ball right.
But this match slowed down considerably in this
They
final game.
They're really playing strategy, man. This is actually pretty good play, Jason. This is really good play, actually. Really good play. These guys are really taking their time with their safeties. They want to win. This is what their whole travel. These guys came from Gaffney, South Carolina, and Stewart came from up on the Hudson, New York, Irvington on the Hudson. Really class act players too, these 2 guys. He's going for it, folks. Good shot. Fortune favors the bold. See if he gets lucky. He does. Skillfully lucky. It's a combination of luck and skill. And the power of your mind, which is more powerful than we want to believe. Man, Strokers Palm Harbor is a place you want to go to, I'll tell you. I just had an excellent lunch, and you just can't lose with anything in this room. Look at how beautiful this table is, how well it's playing. It's always like this. That is just a really, really well played shot. Looked great. He split the pocket on that one. That was really nice. Okay, so this is kind of funky from the 3 to the 4, but I think it's okay. Should be fine. I would say go up to the top rail and come back down into the 4. I wouldn't like try to stop the 3 or anything like that, or draw it. Yeah, he went up to the rail. That's good. I mean, he used bottom English to do that. But I just don't think like drawing it and trying to land on the 4 without hitting the rail first is good. That kind of gets your mind messed up, I think, a little bit. There's just something about going to the rail and back out, Jason, to get the angle. Danny's stalking this 4 ball.
What's up, man?
Howdy.
Kenny Brisbane showing up for his 3 o'clock match. Again, if you're interested in how different players are faring, we'd encourage you to go to compusport.ca. Follow all the tournament action, results.
He overdrew that shot. Yeah, compusport.ca is where you'll find out all the, you can see all the superheroes that are in this tournament. Next round will be, as we mentioned, Ray Linares, former champion, versus Ryan Hollingsworth. He's placed 5th, 7th several times. Top 10 a few times, I think. I think he placed maybe 7th and 8th. No? Yeah. He went pretty far last year into the second day. We'll see from his bio sheet when he when we get it. Yeah, Danny's taking a little too much time, I think, but it looks like he's going to be effective here. You can shark yourself by taking too long. I know people know what I'm talking about out there on the chat. They'll tell you. I like how he did that little twist with his back arm. That's good. I'll look for him to make this ball fine. We'll be cutting it to the right, coming around table for the 8. He's playing at the right speed now. Problem is he's stretching here, but not too much, not too much. He's okay. Beauteous. Cloth's rolling fast. I'm gonna ask him after this match how fast the cloth was playing. I just watched him overroll a couple balls. That's nerves too sometimes. He looks pretty calm though. Nice short backstroke. Perfect.
All right, we saw a few games back, some trouble with these guys pocketing the 9 ball. Big opportunity here for Danny, who was once down 5-1 in this match, now needs just the 9-ball to
Man,
advance.
So easy to overthink
The
this.
undefeated side.
Just get down there and shoot it, man. Get down there and shoot it. Nice.
Danny pockets the 9-ball and completes a pretty impressive comeback there, Alvin.
Nice.
Again, once down
I'm
5-1.
impressed. Yeah.
Takes that match over Stewart Warnock 7-6. Danny will remain undefeated. Stewart will move over to the 1-loss side of the bracket. So he is
We will see him
still
again.
alive here at the U.S. Amateur Championship. We're going to take a quick break,
Yes, we will.
kind
at
of
the-
reset the batteries, and we'll be back with Raymond Linares and your friend
Hollywood. Ryan
Hollywood.
Hollingsworth.
All right,
See you
folks.
then. They're both my friends. Thanks, Jay.